All right, the first joint interview since Trump took office 30 days ago, the president and billionaire Elon Musk discussing their wide-sweeping efforts to slash spending and shrink the size of our federal workforce. The interview was the latest display of Trump putting Musk in the spotlight. Last week, the Tesla CEO made an Oval Office appearance where he fielded several questions from reporters. Libby Dean is live for us in Washington with more on this. Libby, what are some of the takeaways so far from this big, unconventional interview between the president and Musk?
Hey, Marni, yeah, unconventional to say the least here. A lot of takeaways, but what stood out to me was this was a first for a sitting president to really sit down for a joint interview with one of his advisors. Of course, that advisor being Elon Musk, the two sitting side by side for this interview that aired late last night. What they did during that interview is line out how they plan to work together to deliver on their vision of reshaping the federal government, something that we continue to hear about ever since since Trump returned to the Oval and Elon Musk joined him there. Now, specifically, we heard in this interview how Musk plans to be the enforcer here, how he plans to enforce the sweeping executive orders that we continue to see from the executive office from President Trump. Nearly every day he signs these new executive orders. Musk saying he wants to deliver on those. Let's listen.
Obviously, people do not want their tax dollars going to fund high-end hotels for illegals, and yet they were still doing that even as late as last week. And so, we went in there and we're like, this is in violation of the presidential executive order. It needs to stop. So what we're doing here is one of the biggest functions of the DOGE team is just making sure that the presidential executive orders are actually carried out.
Making sure that they're carried out. That's what Musk lined out in that interview. Now, Trump also said in that interview that he thinks Musk will be able to deliver on $1 trillion of cuts to the federal government. Now, those big dollars actually would be delivered on by the Department of Government Efficiency, who had a win in court yesterday when a federal judge in Washington actually declined the request by 14 state attorneys general to temporarily bar Elon Musk and his associates at DOGE from accessing data at 7 federal agencies. So that is something they have now, and we've seen this back and forth in the courts, Marni, between DOGE, attorneys general, as well as others who have now sued over their access to all of these federal agencies.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.